Creative Brain Candy by creators for creators.
E.T. Home phone.
E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. He wants to call somebody.
What's all this shit?
E.T. phone home.
My God, he's talking.
Home.
E.T. phone home.
E.T. phone home.
And they'll come.
Come home. Home.
Everyone, and welcome to Smoking and Drinking in Space. This is a sci-fi podcast from a couple guys who think they know sci-fi. And this week we review the beloved sci-fi film about a boy and his space gremlin, starring Henry Thomas, Drew Barrymore, and Reese's Pieces. It's 1982's E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. But first, he's the dad vacationing in Mexico with his new girlfriend to my preteen who has abandonment issues that are in no way helped by the events in this movie. It's James. How are you doing, James?
Yeah, no, that's an accurate intro. I can't wait to hear what douchebaggery you have for penis breath.
And he's the guy with a key fetish who could have been removed from the movie without anyone noticing he was gone. It's Rob. How are you doing, Rob?
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Perfect.
Penis breath.
Moranis.
James, what's happening around CBC this week?
What's going on around CBC this week? Big news on our Discord, which you can join our Discord if you go to creativebraincandy.com and click that Discord button. It's a lot of fun going on there. I was told.
Click the button.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to quote this because I don't want to fuck it up. Hey, since you want better communication, and I know Mr. Crowley, that's me, everybody. I'm Mr. Crowley. He's too busy to check in with everybody. Just a heads up, Kat and I, and this is written by Logan, are celebrating our 50th episode, so it'd be cool if you decided to pimp that out. We're covering the West Memphis 3. I don't know what any of that means, any of it. Like the whole sentence, I don't understand any of it. So if you know what the West Memphis 3 is, go check them out.
Check out
Apparently
Spoiler They Die.
They podcast over there in Canada. I wasn't aware that we had a Canadian podcast on the network. Jason, when did this happen?
Canadian Thursday or Monday or yeah.
Well, not ringing any bells. In other news around CBC, Canadians can't spell their and your correctly.
Are they adding U's?
No, they just use the wrong, like there. It's either THERE, there's an E at the end, or THEIR, or THY''RE. They can't use the right one. Same with your
THEYR''E. Or
whatever.
EY
I'm fucking tired.
RE.
I don't.
Yeah.
We had to watch a stupid movie. Also, this week on Smoking and Drinking in Space, I've been told that I talk too much, so I'm not going to talk anymore. Take it away, Rob.
Oh,
Rob, you got any news for us this week?
I do. First news is Star Trek movie has a new release date.
I saw that.
The unknown Star Trek movie. We don't know who's writing it, which one it is, because there's been like 3 in the talks. But whoever wins the death match, they're going to release it on June 9th, 2023.
Well, from what I understand, it's none of the it's none of the above. It's not
right,
the Kirk and Chris Hemsworth or the Chris Pine Chris Hemsworth crossover. It's not the Tarantino cut, and it's not the Noah Hawley version either.
Right. So it's an unknown player.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. In other Star Trek news, I think we posted this on Discord. The trailer for Picard season 2 came out, and there's lots of hints towards Q coming back.
Yeah, no, and if only James were going to talk during this episode, I bet he'd have all sorts of things to say about that.
So what I think would be, and I saw this online, and I thought this might be a pretty good thing, is if they took Q, did the whole de-aging thing to him at the beginning, when he meets Picard, then he sees that Picard is an old man and a robot, and he's still an old man. And he goes, "Okay, I want you to feel better," and they go ahead and make him aged, make him regular Delancey,
where he just ages himself to kind of match
Picard.
Right.
Yeah. Snaps himself, and he ages himself to his current look. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Since James isn't talking for the rest of the episode, I'm just going to come out and say I think this is going to be the worst season of Picard ever, just because they have Q in it. Q was a
Q was
character.
So
he was.
Why is it you?
Wait, nope.
I don't understand why it's you. It should be Rob floundering with podcast soil. Instead, it's you pushing my buttons. I don't even understand. Let me explain. No, Q.
No, it's too late. We're moving on.
He is immortal. He should just be young the whole fucking episode. Like all this, the whole season. Don't be dumb. God damn it.
What else you got,
Rob? Other news. It looks like Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil on...
You said Cox.
I did. Plays Daredevil on the Netflix series. Looks like he's heading back to the MCU. And they are looking to also hook him up with a character named Echo. She is a deaf superhero that's in the Marvel Universe. Apparently, Echo is going to make an appearance in the Hawkeye series, and then there's going to be some sort of spin-off. I would like to start an
online petition for Damon Wayans to bring back Handyman and join the MCU.
What?
And be on this handy capable show with a blind man and a deaf woman.
So he decides he's not going to talk anymore, but when he does, he just spews nonsense.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to podcasting with Rob.
Can we just do a pod crawl?
Wait, is that all the news you've got?
Yeah, that
he only
3.
took a shit 3 times.
That's 3. That's my standard 3.
Oh, that was
2 Star
3.
Treks.
I forgot.
2 Star Treks.
I forgot about the first Star Trek.
And a Daredevil.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's ready for a pod crawl?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We can call it, I don't know, say a pod crawl? The pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Pod crawl! Excellent! Insert it deep! Pod crawl! Kind of like a space suppository full of information.
Is E.T. a coming-of-age movie about learning to deal with loss and abandonment? No. Is E.T. a movie about the magical imagination of a child and holding on to innocence as long as possible? No. E.T. would have to have some depth to pull those off, and the script for this movie is about as deep as an Alabama gene pool. E.T., who eventually learns to speak, but never gives his captors his name, her name, its name, whatever, is stealing trees from a national park with his fellow plant thieves when the party is cut short by a posse of SUVs and flashlights. E.T.'s fellow botanical burglars, however, abandon him to beat the heat, and leave him stranded like an annoying McAllister in a Christmas movie. Just down the mountain in the San Fernando Valley is Little Iowa, so named because of the random cornfield in Elliot's backyard.
Right.
There, a bunch of teenagers are doing teenager things, and have Elliot pick up the pizza from the delivery guy. On the way back, Elliot hears a noise coming from the shed, and naturally throws a softball in, but is scared shitless when it gets thrown back. Elliot freaks out, commits a mortal sin, and runs inside raising the drifter alarm. After investigating, his older brother, Michael, declares it's just raccoons, and everybody files back into the house, ignoring the pizza on the ground, proving that these aren't real teenagers. Later, Elliot offers E.T. diabetes to follow him home, and that does the trick as that night he makes first contact and takes the space hobo to his room. Elliot skips school the next day to party with his new pet, but can't contain his excitement and introduces the result of a turtle fucking a tree stump to his brother and sister. At this point, the film panders to preteens as they show Elliot getting drunk through E.T., Elliot's sister, Gertie, playing dress-up with E.T., and all three plotting an elaborate ruse to get the goblin by his tragically distracted mother during Halloween. E.T. creates a distress beacon to his pirate ship, and then decides to take a swim in the local river, and almost drowns. Elliot, upset his pet is dying, is further upset when he introduces his mom, and she freaks out. Conveniently, the feds were nearby carrying a hamster tube, and some plastic sheeting, and raid Elliot's house dressed like they were pulled from the set of The Right Stuff. They prod and probe both E.T. and Elliot, but E.T. kicks the bucket, and they put him on ice. Elliot is sad, but through the magic power of plot holes and child tears, E.T. comes back to life. Elliot and Michael sneak E.T. out of the house and steal a van, further aiding and abetting the shrub stealer, and Michael calls on his friends and professional BMX riders to help. After a very stupid car versus bike chase, E.T. makes the whole thing moot by launching everyone into the air, and they make it to the crafted communicator. E.T.'s partners in plant poaching arrive to pick him up in their space Fabergé egg. Elliot is sad at being abandoned yet again. The dog considers a life of vegetation villainy, and roll the crash of the video game industry because of the game based on this movie, Credits.
All right, E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial.
That was the shortest pod crawl ever.
It really wasn't that much shorter than the normal pod crawl. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Pretty short.
No. Yeah. You know, the one thing this movie got right, the one thing is that government will inevitably fuck it up and lose to a bunch of teenagers.
Well, I don't know. That was kind of
thing it got right.
Keystone Cops moment with the whole.
Right. They got it right, Jason.
Yeah, they got it right. You're right. You're right.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one that thought this was in Iowa.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, why is there corn in fucking California? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a huge cornfield in their backyard. Who fucking makes a cornfield besides James, in their backyard?
Yeah. I figured they just shot on location in James's backyard.
No, I would have remembered this growing up, but I don't. So no, and this movie's not okay. Look, the first half of this movie, the first 3/4, is not overly terrible. It's a nice little movie about a boy and his alien. At first,
is that a euphemism?
No, I thought the alien was kind of Rob-like because it's dumb enough to fucking get left. Like, oh, look, there's a tree. I think I'll take it. Oh, look, lights. I should stay here and see what these lights are all about. And then he starts glowing red because they're like, hey, fucko, you need to come back. Like, forget that you lost your helmet. Just get back to the spaceship. And Rob just like, what do I do? What do I do? I got a tree. There's guys. Should I go? Do I not go? And then but by the end of the movie, somehow Rob's some kind of idiot savant that builds intergalactic fucking telephone system out of a speak and spell and some fucking aluminum foil.
Don't forget the rope. There's twine.
Yeah, there's twine and a saw. Yeah, and that's where it kind of lost the plot for me, is that. And then like when like the government comes in actual astronaut suits and not hazmat suits.
What the fuck
so
was that
astronaut
about?
suits are like 75 to 100 pounds, aren't they?
Yeah. They're not
light.
light.
They have to be strapped into a rig and lowered into water before they can start moving around.
Right, unless they're in space.
Well, unless they're in space, but I'm saying here on Earth.
Right. Yeah, it didn't make any sense. I didn't know what the hell's going on.
Especially the suits they were wearing.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Those look like the EV suits, not the normal in the capsule suits.
Right. And then when they showed the guy with the keys, I'm like, why? Like, who gives a shit? But then he's Elliot, but older. I'm like he's supposed to be the father figure Elliot didn't have, but there's no connection there.
Well, so yeah, there's tons wrong with this fucking movie. And one of the things that I don't understand is why this movie is so beloved through the ages. I mean, everybody loves it. It's got a 90, like almost a 98% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And the critics absolutely loved it and gave it the highest fucking scores. Is it because it's a Spielberg movie? Is that the whole fucking reason everybody just absolutely loves this movie?
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, I didn't like it as a kid. I thought it was dumb. And rewatching it as an adult, I was like, yeah, I was right as a kid. This is a dumb movie.
I liked it as a kid when I first saw it because I was really young. We're talking like Drew Barrymore young.
Well, James and I were Drew Barrymore young when this movie came out.
Well, I know,
Right.
but when I saw it, I was Drew Barrymore young. You know, I wasn't more than 4 or 5 years old. I didn't like it after that because I've seen it a couple other times, just because it was on, or kids, you know, younger kids wanting to watch it, type of deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why I liked it.
My wife tried to get my kids to watch it when they were young. They hated
Speaking
this
of which-
movie.
It's a dumb movie. It's just dumb.
Did you force your kid to watch it?
Fuck no! I watched it after she went to bed because, like,
Oh.
I didn't want to watch it.
What about you, Jason?
No. I mean, like I said, my wife tried to get them to watch it whenever they were young, probably, 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. And
Yeah,
they
but-
didn't even make it halfway.
No.
Yeah, but I heard he came. Your oldest came over to your house this past week. You should have forced him to watch it.
Why would you put anybody through this movie on purpose?
Yeah.
It would be like
Because-
choosing Species.
Because
as
that
your
is what
movie of
our
the week.
job is as parents, is to torture our
No,
kids.
That's not see. This is why I don't think you should be allowed to take youngsters into the fucking woods.
Well,
It's not
Oh,
for
well.
any other weird, creepy reason that people like. I feel like you're going to make them watch shit movies and say, no, you have to watch this because it's, fucking pop culture or whatever.
Builds character.
Yeah. No, stop, Rob. Stop making them watch these movies.
Is that what you do? You make
choosing.
them watch the movies and then give you a synopsis?
I do. I have
Write
my
an
kids
essay.
watch the movies and tell them to write me a 2-page essay.
God, you're the
Yeah.
worst.
So that he just reads the essay and then comes on this show.
Oh, no, he doesn't. He can't read.
That's a good point. I forgot. Yeah. When E.T. started to learn to talk, I'm like, definitely not Rob. He's got a
Thanks,
better
man.
grasp of English than Rob does.
Yeah, so
Worked
starting
hard.
at the beginning, I didn't understand the cornfield in the backyard. That seemed random. That seemed like they stuck that there so that they could have some place for E.T. to hide and Elliot to find him.
Wait, that's what you didn't? That's the first thing
Yep.
you noticed about this
Yep.
movie?
That was
Seriously?
the first thing he did.
One of the
he
first
was, he
things
was
that just-
completely on board up until then.
That stood out like a sore thumb, yes.
No. What stood out as a sore thumb was the terrible composite shots that they had at the beginning.
Yeah.
That
that was
was.
bad.
I mean, it's not like it was a futuristic location or anything like that. Go up on the top of the hill in California and do the shot.
It wasn't. It was also the shots. Excuse me.
Well,
it was
yes.
also the shots on the inside of the ship, where I'm like, oh look, it's a Disney dark ride. Like it just looked. It looked very fake.
So
and then-
did
and then
I
you all
didn't
watch the Amazon version or the one on Amazon?
I watched.
No.
Yeah, I watched the Amazon Prime version. Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
watched the. Oh yeah, I did watch the Amazon Prime. I was thinking Hulu.
Yeah, you were on
first.
Prime. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that one because I don't recall the inside of the ship
I don't.
in the
I
original.
didn't see the inside of the ship.
You also didn't see.
It was shrooms.
Yeah, but you also didn't see it was shrooms. But you also didn't notice that the teenagers yelled at Elliot for stepping on the pizza, and the mom's like, "Who told you could order pizza?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I do remember the inside of the ship now that you say shrooms. Yeah, that looked fake as fuck. But no, I remember the pizza, but after they
He was on shrooms.
He was on shrooms watching. That's the only way you
Shit,
can
I
watch
wish
this movie.
that would make this movie maybe entertaining if I was actually on shrooms. No, I remember them. He dropped the pizza. He opened up the pizza. The pizza was smashed, but teenagers would have still brought that pizza in and eaten it.
Oh, and ate it. Oh, 100%. 100%.
They wouldn't have fucking
I don't even
walked
think they
over
would have
it.
brought it in. I think
Here-
they would have eaten it right there.
Okay, so let's the very first thing that I noticed is that the aliens, like the extraterrestrials, ETs, have very, very short legs. Very short.
And waddle around.
And waddle around
Mhm.
unless they're scared, and then somehow they're the goddamn Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
How-
Roadrunner just ripping across the fucking scene.
Yeah, how? That doesn't make any sense to me. They have very, very short legs.
Well, so they use their telekinetic
power of fart?
powers. Their
That doesn't make any
telekinetic
sense
powers.
either. That's silly.
Maybe it only works when their chest is red.
Maybe, but this brings me to a problem that I had
And why
with
do they have a light behind
with
their
the pod
heart?
crawl. It wasn't a loophole that he suddenly got better. he was getting better because his alien family was close.
He was dead.
Okay, well, do you know how the alien physiology works?
He was dead according to human
Earth
technology.
Science. That's right, Earth science, not space science.
For all we know, they could have put those EKG leads on his dick.
We did have him on his head, and his head does look kind of like a dick, so maybe you're right.
Exactly. And wait, where does the rest of his neck go?
These are questions I didn't want to ask, Rob. I was okay stopping with how can they run fast with tiny short legs. Like I stopped there. I was like, all right, well, the rest of this alien doesn't make sense either. So I'm just done.
But no, he was dead.
He wasn't.
He had zero fucking brain activity. He had zero fucking circulation. He had zero fucking respiration.
Sure.
He was dead.
By every known metric here on Earth, he was dead.
Yep.
You don't know how long maybe they just go dormant until their family comes back, until their race is back to pick them up. You don't know.
So you're saying he used ancient ninja techniques to slow his heart rate and his breathing down to nothing?
That sounds very racist, but maybe.
How's that racist?
It sounds like ancient Chinese secret.
I didn't say. I said
say that
ancient
anymore.
ninja technique.
Well,
ninja. That could be Chinese ninja. That could be Japanese ninja.
Did the Chinese
that could
have
be
ninjas?
Korean ninjas. You don't know.
I don't think the Chinese had ninjas. I think
anybody can be a ninja.
There's American ninjas.
There were American ninjas in the 80s. Yeah. Whole movie
there's
series
also a
about
show.
them.
There's a show, American Ninja, where they jump around like jackasses.
Oh, speaking of which, did you see they're bringing back Kung Fu?
Yes.
Well, without David Carradine?
Yes.
Without David Carradine.
What character did he play in that show?
The Kung Fu character, didn't he?
What was his name? Anybody know?
No, I don't know. It was way before. It was the 70s.
What the fuck? It's at the tip of my tongue.
I didn't realize Kung Fu was that old.
Is there going to be a cameo of like them fighting him in a closet, pantsless, with a belt around his neck?
That's
a little morbid.
How?
Yeah.
Look, is that too soon?
That's a little too soon.
The guy died from autoerotic asphyxiation like years ago. Like, when can I start making jokes about it?
That's not what we do on this show.
Chain Kane.
Well, that's racist. He obviously was not that name.
Well, no. I mean, the original Bruce Lee was supposed to be the original.
Culturally appropriated that name.
Well, no. The series was written for Bruce Lee, but the producers didn't want an Asian in the role. They were afraid that they wouldn't.
That's even more racist.
It was racist. You're right. That's how David Carradine got the role.
In the 70s, that's just how we did.
I'd rather talk about that than the rest of this movie.
I would too, because
let's talk about the blatant racism in the 70s in Hollywood.
So the one thing that I did like, there was one thing. The one thing that I did like was them not showing adult faces. So it was all from kind of like the kid's point of view, other than the mom.
Yeah, especially when there weren't kids in the movie yet. That's exactly how. Yeah.
Well, okay, that part was a little. Well, that was the mysteriousness of it, I guess. You never knew the government until.
Yeah, you didn't know if it was the government or a bunch of
hillbillies.
Wait. You didn't know it was a government until what? When they were driving by with United States federal government fucking plastered on the side of the door of the car they were chasing the bikes with?
Well,
that was towards the end of the movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody, like you just knew it was the fucking government. You didn't think it was a bunch of hillbillies.
At the beginning, you thought
did you think it was a bunch of hillbillies in California?
Hell
yeah. There's lots out there. Let's go.
There's lots out there. Let's go shoot some.
Yeah, there are.
I mean, it could have been.
That explains
but anyway,
that's
the one part I didn't like. Further on and all that kind of stuff, but the whole not showing, even the teacher and you never saw the delivery driver.
Oh, wait. You just said the teacher, and that reminds me of the only scene that the teacher's in where they're going to go, I have a couple of problems with this frog dissection scene.
Dude, I dissected frogs as a kid, but
Wait,
they were not
already
live.
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who kills the fucking frog? Nobody in the 80s was killing the goddamn frog to dissect it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, that was a bit rough.
If you did this in the 80s, let us know. Send us an email or join our Discord and let us know. What's the email, Jason?
Email is smoking and drinking in space at outlook.com.
There you go. Send us an email. Let us know if you actually killed
or
the frog.
give us feedback on _podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
Rate and review us on iTunes.
Shut up, Rob.
I was just trying to get the show over, guys.
Did you notice who he kissed?
The
Yeah,
hot
Erica
chick.
Eleniak.
Yeah, that's exactly who he kissed. She's a
I
hottie.
totally forgot
we
she
supposed
was
to-
in this movie.
Yeah,
And I
did too.
we supposed to
immediately
know who that
recognized
is?
her.
Oh, she's so hot.
You don't know who Erica Eleniak is?
Nope.
Oh my
Well,
God.
why don't you look in your big stash of porn?
Yeah, because it's there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm getting there. What is she? She was Baywatch. Okay.
There you are.
And a Playboy
There you are.
Under Siege.
Under
Wait, was she
Siege?
the dancer in Under
She
Siege?
was the dancer that came out of the
Yep.
cake
Oh.
with her boobs out in Under Siege, yes.
Oh,
My favorite movie scene of all time.
Erica, baby, calling.
All right. No restraining order for me this week. It's going to Rob.
My
Hell's yeah.
name is James.
No. Nice try. I don't sound like a doorknob.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
totally recognized Erica Eleniak, and I think this movie is kind of
I'm sitting there watching that scene with my wife, and I go, "Oh, she's hot." And my wife hits me. I'm like, "Not like that, God damn it!
not back then,
Not
there."
then." I'm like, I was 6 years old when this movie came out. I would have been like, whatever. I'm
Girls were
like,
gross at 6,
like
right?
later on, like in high school, she was in Under Siege. She was fucking hot.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck, super hot.
yeah. No, I think this movie is kind of
Dumb.
pushing some bad behaviors towards young people, saying that whenever you get drunk, you can just grab and kiss anybody you want.
well, you can.
No, you can't, James. That's
I don't know if you've ever been to a college party where you're drunk or a club.
Can.
Yeah, you
You
absolutely
just might not
can.
like it later, but
Whatever.
certainly can then.
Look, beer goggles are a thing. You go to bed with a 10, you wake up with a 3. Hey,
as long as it's consensual.
well, duh. Why would it not be consensual?
Well, he didn't ask. Do you think she wanted to get kissed?
Yes. Did you not see how she was
Oh.
staring at him the
Did
whole
you-
like?
yeah,
like there was
did
a
you
whole
see-
subplot that I felt like they
Yeah.
were writing, and then they just kind of left it after he kissed
you
her.
And then
talking
after
about?
he got
Because-
taken off, you saw her. She
Oh,
pointed
yeah.
her toe in like, oh,
Well, no.
God.
Yeah. So
Call me,
it
babe.
wasn't just that. Like she
Call
was
me.
at the bus stop.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, "Hi, Elliot," and he
And
just
he gro-
ignores
he-
her. Like he's
yeah.
completely oblivious to how cute she is. He's
Mhm.
just like, "What the fuck ever." I
But
don't
then
care.
whenever
Grow
he
up.
gets drunk
jump
in
out of the cake
class,
topless, right?
when she gets drunk, or when he gets drunk in class, she kind of looks away disgusted at him. Like,
Right, because he burped, and she's like, as any girl would in elementary, when a guy burps, like, "Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh, you disgust me.
Oh, so
God, I'm so
gross.
turned on right now."
So gross.
wait, what? You turned a corner that I didn't even see was coming.
Well, that's kind of the point of turning that corner. Like, I'm just
It just
saying,
comes out and gets you.
in elementary, the slightest thing, like the girls are always more mature than the guys, always until
She was like a foot taller.
right. And so that was the whole thing. They were playing on that, and I kind of felt like they were going to write a part for her, like in the movie, like she was going to be the quote unquote love interest, and she was going to help him with it. But then it just kind of got left on, with a bunch of frogs around her feet.
Well, you thought they were going to write a part for the Keys guy too, and they didn't. The only reason he was in the movie was so he could say, "E.T. contacted me too," or some dumb shit like that. Well, when
Yeah, but
did
he
E.T. contact
he didn't.
you?
He didn't. Like, I felt like there was a story that was supposed to be there. Like he had this connection with an alien when he was a kid too, but there wasn't any. I'm like, all right, well, this is just, why is he here?
Yeah.
I mean, this is so stupid. There was so many different ways they could have gone with this movie. I think if it would have ended better, like if it would have ended in a logical, not nonsensical way, that it ended, we would have been like, this is a cute little family movie. Like, is it the greatest sci-fi movie of all time? Absolutely fucking not. It's not named Into Darkness, but it's not, it's not bad. It's not a bad, but it jumped the shark at some point, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore.
The shark after the opening credits.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't. Why? Okay, so I was going to talk about the Mandela Effect with this movie.
Okay. Yeah.
And how stupid it is. You guys know what the Mandela Effect is, right?
Yes. Where you think something happens and it didn't really happen, but it's everybody thinks. Yeah,
but it did happen, right? Like Looney Tunes spelled a different way.
Yeah.
Febreze spelled a different way, right? Nelson Mandela was dead. He died in prison, but he actually didn't. But everybody remembers that he did, right? That's the Mandela Effect,
right?
So this movie gets pointed at a lot for the Mandela Effect because people say E.T. phone home.
He did say E.T. phone home.
Right, but not the first time. The first time he says E.T. home phone.
Right.
And then Drew Barrymore goes, E.T. phone home. And then the rest of the movie, it's always E.T. phone home. That is not the Mandela Effect. That's just some asshole going, that's not what he says first. That is, I mean, he only says it once, and the rest of the time it's E.T. phone home. So if you're a dumb fuck on the internet writing about the Mandela Effect and that E.T. should be a part of the Mandela, you're a fucking idiot. Watch the movie.
Yeah, because he says it multiple times after the first
multiple
time.
times. Yeah. Multiple times. And this pissed me off last night.
You never know. He could have the same sort of language as, Spanish speaking, where things are reversed compared to English.
Can you speak Spanish?
Sí, señor.
So no, you can't. That's fine.
Yeah. ¿Dónde está un gato en los pantalones?
Why is there a cat in your pants? What the fuck?
Actually, it's tengo un gato en los pantalones, not donde está. That'd be like donde está
did you have like
biblioteca.
an Italian accent there while you were speaking it?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I used to speak with a French accent in Spanish class.
I'm Spanish Italian. Yeah.
I used to do French in high school. I drove my Spanish teacher crazy. She ended up quitting. Like, that's not a joke. That's really what happened. Like, she's like, I can't take him anymore speaking with a French accent in Spanish class while speaking Spanish. I quit. And she walked out.
All right.
Why
Story
did she
time with
just
Crowley.
fail you?
I don't, because I was getting it right. Like, it fucking drove her nuts. Absolutely bonkers. So, fun fact, I had to watch videos for the rest of the semester to learn Spanish, and I don't remember a goddamn thing.
You remember that
Probably
story?
You were watching Spanish.
Oh, that story's amazing.
French videos.
How many teachers did you fucking make quit? I actually made 3 quit in high school.
How proud you must be.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. I had a 4.0 GPA. I made 3 teachers quit. Fucking A, right? I'm proud of that. I wasn't just some fuck off, like screwing around all the time, and they just couldn't handle me. I was the smart kid, and I ran circles around them, and they ended up quitting. It was amazing.
So what happened?
With what?
Well, you said you were the smart kid. I mean, what happened?
Well, I started doing podcasts with this asshole named Rob.
Oh,
and his dumb just kind of rubbed off on me.
Wait, why were you rubbing on me?
That's gross.
You said it, not me.
I did.
No, I think my favorite Mandela Effect show or episode was the X-Files episode that they had on the Mandela Effect. That was a fun episode. But getting back to...
I don't remember that.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
I feel like you're just fucking with me.
You'll never know.
Right. I'll never know. What the fuck? I'm looking it up. God damn it. Are you fucking with me?
So, getting back to E.T.
I fucking hate you so much.
Yeah, this movie, I just don't understand it. The music was great, but it's John Williams, and John Williams is a legend for a reason. I mean, this movie definitely has very, very iconic music, thanks to John Williams. But like you said before at the beginning of the movie, and that wasn't even the most egregious example of this, the comps in this movie were horrible. And I don't know if it's just the high def remaster that really brought this out or if it looked this shitty on the fucking movie screen because I don't remember that far back.
Well, I mean,
how it looked on the movie screen. But when they were flying through the air on their bikes, that looked like absolute crap.
Yep. Well, yeah, they had a black halo around a black outline on all of them.
Well, not just that, but why are you pedaling?
Right.
It makes you go faster.
No, it doesn't. I don't understand why you're pedaling. I understand why you would start to pedal as you're landing. Like that I get. But why are you pedaling?
They don't understand how to fly.
It's because they filmed, like, you can't. I don't understand. They couldn't take it out, right? So here's the thing. If you're not pedaling on a bike, you fall over.
Right.
And so they would have had to stand them up.
That's not true. They could have put them on a treadmill and then turn the treadmill on.
What I'm saying is that that's too much to take out in the early 80s.
That's true. Okay.
They could have had them build up speed and just coast and then shoot the coasting.
Yeah, but they didn't, which was just weird. It was just a weird thing that I noticed. I'm like, why are these fuckers pedaling? Like, I wouldn't pedal. I'd be like, fly, motherfucker, fly. Like, let's go. Like, Peter Pan me the fuck out of here. And then once you could do that, once you're like, E.T., you can make us fly. Why are we running from the cops? Just fly.
Right.
Fucko.
Yeah. I mean, it made that whole fucking bike scene where the cops and feds are chasing them.
He wasn't
pointless.
Fully charged yet. He wasn't fully charged. His friends, his family weren't close enough, so he couldn't fully engage.
You're just making shit up.
Yeah, because they were even way farther, and he made fucking Elliot fly earlier in the film.
Right?
He did?
Yeah.
When they first set up the communicator.
With the moon.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't the sun. They did a moon shot and then a sun shot. And everybody remembers the moon shot, not the sun shot.
Well, at that point in time, it was just one kid. I mean, he had to get 4 bikes up in the air. That's rough. That takes more power.
It was 5 bikes.
How do you know that takes more power, Rob?
Because I can write a movie script as well as these fuckheads can.
Probably better. And that's not saying a lot.
Who wrote this movie?
This was Spielberg. He wrote the movie and told a screenwriter basically the story for the movie, and she put it into a script.
Right. Oh, okay.
He wrote it while on location for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right. So this guy's done Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Temple of Doom. One of those two.
Oh. Well, which one? Because if it's Temple of Doom, that might make more sense. If it's the first one, it doesn't make any sense. But if it's the second one, it kind of makes sense because that's a shit movie.
No, it had to have been Raiders because Temple of Doom came out in 1984. So
yeah. So it would have had
filming started in 1981 on this.
Like, he does good stuff, but then every once in a while we get E.T. and then like Crystal Skull, fucking the second Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
he's definitely got a filmography that has some really, really great stuff. And then he's got a few fucking blemishes on his record that are absolute stinkers. One of them. That's what pisses me off about this whole thing is this movie's not one of them. I think it is.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody else doesn't, Jason. Like the three of us are in some weird bubble, right? Where we're looking at this going, how the fuck did people like this? And everyone think it's so good. No, it's fucking objectively terrible.
Yeah, it really is.
It's just bad.
It's not even a good adventure movie. I mean, Goonies is a good kid adventure movie.
It is. But you know what's a good space adventure movie for kids? Explorers.
I haven't seen that one.
The one with River Phoenix.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Wolfgang's. God damn, I don't remember who all is in that.
1985 film starring.
Is that on the list?
River Phoenix, Ethan Hawke, Jason Presson, Bradley Gregg.
If it's not on the list, it should be on the fucking list.
A boy obsessed with 50 sci-fi movies about aliens has a reoccurring dream about a blueprint of some kind, which he draws for his inventor friend. With the help of a third kid, they follow it and build themselves a spaceship.
Oh, wow. No, I've never seen this one.
it's so good.
1985 adventure. Oh no, we can't watch it. It doesn't say sci-fi in the categories up at the top.
Well, I don't want to ruin the
comedy
movie.
Family.
I don't want to ruin the movie for Jason. It's most decidedly sci-fi. They built a fucking spaceship. Guess where they go?
To the center of the earth.
Wrong.
It's a science fantasy film, so it qualifies.
Done. Put it on the list. Like, that movie's so good. That's a good kid sci-fi adventure movie. I loved that growing up. I did not like E.T. growing up. I didn't. I liked Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Yeah, I like those.
Mm-hmm.
I like the can we do that? Are they going to copy? I don't know. But I like that.
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I hated the video game because I remember playing
it was
it.
awful.
Going, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, you should have kept it though.
That wasn't mine.
Wasn't mine.
No, somebody else's. Yeah, I didn't have
How
an
convenient.
Atari. You think my parents are going to give me a fucking Atari? Wrong. When Nintendo came out, my dad was like, I'll go get you a Nintendo. He came home with like an Atari 2800 or some shit.
7800.
Whatever. It was the one that had a keyboard and you could do like basic coding on it too.
Oh no, that was the Atari 3600.
I don't fucking remember. But he came home with that and I'm like, this isn't Nintendo. Oh, it's good enough.
It was cheaper.
No, actually it wasn't. It was actually more expensive than the Nintendo. The guy at the game store, I don't remember what guy, he talked him into buying that instead of the Nintendo. Now, to give my dad props, like a year later or whatever, he did find the Nintendo for us. So he was safe after that. But this is also like, you have to understand my dad. This is the guy that we went to a pizza place and he ordered corn on the pizza and thought it'd be hilarious and then thought we were all going to eat it.
Corn on a pizza? The fuck kind of Iowa bullshit is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
In Iowa.
But I remember my grandparents were in town and we went to like this restaurant after church and it was Showbiz. You guys remember Showbiz, right?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, Rob, your childhood sucked. So
maybe
we're sitting there at the table and he comes back with the pizza and I remember my grandma going, is that corn on the pizza? And my dad's just laughing. Yeah, it's corn. And I'm like, well, I'm not eating a fucking corn pizza. And my brother
did you say those exact words?
Yeah. And then my brother
I'm not
was
eating that fucking pizza.
Probably something along those lines.
Yeah.
He's under the table because he's scared. He's scared of the Showbiz animatronics. So he's like,
is that like a Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, it's like Chuck E. It was Chuck E. Cheese before Chuck E. Cheese. And then he's like,
I think they bought Showbiz.
They
Chuck
did
E.
buy Showbiz.
Cheese bought Showbiz, yeah.
Okay. And so my dad had to go buy a second pizza because he thought corn was funny. Like, that's just the buying habits of my dad.
Did he eat it?
He was the only one who ate it.
So there were two pizzas with fucking corn on it at your table.
No, one pizza. He brought back the pizza. It had corn on it. Nobody would eat it. He had to go buy a second pizza. Sam's
okay.
corn.
I thought he went back and bought a second fucking
pizza.
corn pizza.
This will show you.
So
It's
these
a corn
motherfuckers,
pizza.
you're going to eat this canned corn on this pizza. Because that's essentially what it was. It was just somebody opened up canned corn. And at least it wasn't creamed corn, I guess. But he had to eat that whole pizza. Like, he took it home and he's like, it's not bad. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Nice.
Jeez.
Story time with Crowley is more entertaining than E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. I'm just saying.
It really, really is. Final thoughts before we get the fuck out of this goddamn movie.
Can we pick a good one next time?
God, I hope so. James, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what?
Is E.T. this show about the shortest fucking alien ever more sci-fi than 11/22/63?
Well, in 11/22/63, there was a closet that took you somewhere. Maybe it was all in your head. Maybe you're on a mushroom trip. I don't fucking know. In this movie, unfortunately, if you threw a ball into what appeared to be some kind of chicken coop, the ball would come back to you with no assistance from apparently anyone. There was a spaceship in it, twice. Like it left, it came back, left again. Fuck yeah. E.T. more sci-fi than 11/22/63. I mean, at least in E.T. in the closet there was an alien.
That's true. There was.
Dressed,
there wasn't another
dressed
dimension.
up as a girl or as a stuffed animal.
Right. There wasn't another dimension. Yeah.
Rob, you got a haiku for us this week?
I do. This one is titled, Is It Over? Waddle up the ramp, shoot rainbows just like Crowley. Species was better.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it wasn't.
I thought it was.
No. I would watch this movie 7 days a week and twice on Sunday over Species.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. I would rather watch this movie again than Species.
Well, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Rob.
if this was a would you rather question, that's what I'd rather do.
I mean, I would rather bang my toe in a door multiple times before watching either of these movies, but if my only choices were to
cut out
watch
there. Did you say you would rather bang James? Is that what you said?
Moving
You
on, who
cut out.
has awards?
Yeah, I do. Rob's an idiot award.
Goes
Rob,
to
who's-
James.
Goes to Rob.
Who's got your black
Idiot.
lung?
I gave it to the kids playing D&D.
What? Why?
At the beginning of the movie, there was cigarettes in the middle of their D&D
Yep.
thing. Now, the mom
I totally
wasn't smoking.
missed that.
The mom wasn't smoking. The mom ever.
And there was smoke in the room.
And billowing into the
Yep.
the light shade.
100%.
Yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah, it was the kids. It was the kids.
Yep.
Wow,
My-
I totally fucking missed that. I did not catch that at all.
Oh man,
James?
you were too busy looking at the corn.
He was too busy going, why is there corn in California? I don't get it.
Yeah.
They get mine as well because I picked that up too. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I guess at least they didn't have one in their mouth. Like
Yeah.
I was waiting for fucking Joe the Camel to come out. Hey kids, you want to light up a cigarette with me?
All right, well, I'm going to give mine to the kids then too because I totally didn't notice that. I was going to
You
give it
can't.
to
You didn't see it.
I was going to give it to Doc Coddle, but
No, you
yeah.
can't jump on-
guys
you
have
can't
convinced
jump
me.
on our
Fuck you,
bandwagon.
I can do whatever the fuck I
The
want.
bandwagon left.
Just did it. Nothing
It's
you can
his
do to
show.
stop
He can
me.
do what the hell he wants. Yeah.
I'm gonna start my own show.
I'm not going to talk on that show either.
Oh, who says you're invited?
James, who's got your head lush?
My head lush is going to go to E.T. Because if I could drink and give the effects of being drunk to Rob, I would 100% would. But I wouldn't want to actually be like connected to Rob in any way, mentally, especially,
You
emotionally.
don't want to touch me emotionally?
No, and more especially physically. But if I could just give him like all the bad effects of drinking, I would absolutely do that.
Okay, Rob?
Yeah, I gave it to E.T. and Coors.
Gross. Oh,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, mine's going to go to E.T. as well. Even though he was drinking Coors, he was sweating like a fucking nervous hobo, which is what happens when you drink Coors.
Drink Coors, yeah.
So, I mean, that's accurate at least. Did anybody notice that E.T. was always greasy
Wet.
looking?
He was always moist. He was
Yeah.
always moist.
It looked like
That's
he
'cause
was
he was
looked like he
dehydrating. He
oiled
was-
up like before every fucking scene, like he was in the WWF.
Well, until he went all albino. And
That's
then when
true.
he went albino, I was like, is that just dry skin or did
Yeah,
like,
he was
lost
ashy.
all pigment?
He was just
Yeah.
dry and ashy.
He just fucking rolled around in some talcum powder.
He forgot to rub the lotion on the skin.
Well, that's probably what they did was they greased him up and then rolled him in talcum powder to get that look. So just the whole movie, they didn't know when they were going to film that scene. So he always just had to look moist.
All right, Rob, who's got your player?
I gave it to Elliot for kissing the hot girl in school.
Okay, James?
100% Elliot for kissing the hot girl in school.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Elliot, even though, he didn't get permission to kiss the hot girl in school. That would never
That's what a player.
flown
The
today.
player's got to
You
play.
don't have
Don't
permission
hate
to
the
touch
player.
your body.
Hate the game.
I'm just saying, it wouldn't have flown today.
Look,
I can't
No.
believe this
It would.
movie
It
gives
would've been
this
just
much.
fine.
It's not. They're kids. It's not like a fucking 20-year-old going up to another 20-year-old and just planting one on them. Yeah, they're kids, man. Let them be kids. Jesus Christ. It's bad enough that we had David Carradine, goddamn fucking culturally appropriating fucking Asian culture with Kung Fu. Okay? Just let the kids be kids. Let them kiss. Let them chase each other. Let them touch. Let them... Because they're not doing anything weird and creepy. It's an innocent little kiss. I don't care
Well,
how
but he
drunk
did it
was.
while he was fucking drunk, too.
That's liquid courage, motherfucker. Sometimes you need a little liquid courage. Just let him do it.
Just saying it wouldn't fly today.
I think it would. I'm okay with it. Unless some little motherfucker kisses my little kid, and I swear to Christ, I would rip his legs off and beat him with them. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that you know of.
No, we have it on tape now.
Yeah. I'm going to say hashtag cancel Elliot.
No,
Just-
don't. You can hashtag cancel ET. You leave Elliot alone. It's an innocent little kiss. It's not like he was deep Frenching her.
I don't know.
National treasure.
Elliot's a national treasure.
He is. They're in the ET is in what is it? The National Library. What is it? National Film Registry in the
I don't
Library
give
of
a fuck.
Congress.
Well, you know
As being
what? There'd
culturally,
be another
historically,
registry
and
if he did that today. Be
Aesthetically,
on a sex offender registry.
it was aesthetically significant. Apparently,
Wow.
Did anybody else Rob? Did you notice the long distance commercial?
the long distance commercial.
Yeah, you didn't. Jason, you had to have picked that up, right?
I wasn't paying close enough attention, no.
There was a long distance commercial, and I went,
Oh
shit.
yeah. I what? It only cost me like 10 cents, and I
Yeah,
get
like
5
5
minutes
cents
or
a
something
minute
like
or
that.
some shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God, I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
remember that
Yeah.
shit. Man, God.
Yeah, I had back then. I had a calling card actually. A little
Did you dial
card.
900 numbers with it?
No, but no, it was like I could call my parents using it. It was weird.
Are 900 numbers still a thing, or is internet porn kind of
I
done
don't know.
away
Why
with
don't you
900?
I don't
call
know.
one?
There's those.
Why don't you call one real
uh,
quick and see if Big Bertha answers?
I'm gonna, 1-900 Rob's an idiot.
There's
Hold
those
on one
late
second, let's
night
see what happens.
commercials for party chats on some cable channels. So I think they're actually a thing, but they're 800 numbers. So I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
It's a part. Why would you have just get on a fucking chat room?
I don't know.
Why did you want to talk to whatever?
I don't know. James, who's got your purple hippo?
My Purple Hippo award goes to Elliot, Drew Barrymore's character, and then whatever the Big Brother's character's name was.
Michael.
Whatever. Goes to them because every time they saw the alien for the first time, they all just screamed. And then that made E.T. scream, and that was the most annoying sound in the world. And I know this because in Dumb and Dumber, he asked if you wanted to hear the most annoying sound in the world. And it sounded like E.T. I didn't know.
Can we put that on loop and make that his?
That'll be the ringtone when I
No,
call.
I was going to say make that his research on the fly.
We might. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ever do research on the fly, so whatever.
Okay. That's true.
Rob?
My purple hippo goes to whoever decided corn in California was a thing.
Corn, there's corn in California. I would do research
Not in
on
the
the fly, but
backyard.
I just said I don't do research on the fly.
Yeah, I don't
There's
believe
corn
you.
in
You're going to
California.
have to prove it.
Nope. Well, fuck it. I don't give a shit. I don't care that much. This movie sucked.
So my purple hippo is going to go to Elliot for having the mind meld with E.T. and basically feeling all his feels and getting drunk when E.T. drank Coors. I can't
Why
imagine.
would you want that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
He's like, no, bring it back, E.T. Don't leave. Like, why do you want to be that connected to something that speaks almost as bad of English as Rob does? Why would you? Like, get this fucking thing. Just shoot it and be done with it. Fuck.
All right, we're through this movie. Thank God.
Never, ever speak of E.T. again.
But it's time
you
to
guys
pick
ever
next week's
see-
movie.
Did you guys ever see the ET commercial that they had last year or something like that?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Xfinity. Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. Don't care.
I'll send you a link.
Please don't.
It's only 4 minutes of your life.
I don't click on links that you send me.
You should. Some of them are good.
Well,
They sign you up for things. And
All right. Time to pick a new movie. Who's giving me the
69.
number? Who's telling me when to stop?
69.
Why?
why every time?
69.
Why?
I
Why?
don't know. 42.
That's more sci-fi than 69.
42. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well,
Just do 42, please.
oh, wait, you're right. 69 would be more of a fantasy, wouldn't it?
Well, for you.
Yeah. But,
All right. Who's telling me when to stop?
I guess that'd be me, so go ahead and stop.
All right.
shit. The last time we did this, we got something bad.
42.
God damn it.
Oh, he even said,
Oh, wait.
damn it.
Sometimes when he hates the movies, Rob,
We
they're
like
good.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about this the other day. In fact, it's kind of apropos that this came up.
Uh-oh.
All right, so next week we are going to be talking about the movie where a robot malfunction creates havoc and terror for unsuspecting vacationers at a futuristic adult-themed amusement park. Directed
God
by
damn
Michael
it.
Crichton, it stars Yul Brynner, Richard Benjamin, and James Brolin. It is 1973's Westworld. This is the movie and not the series.
I'm busy that day.
Yeah. I'm washing my hair.
Are you?
I'm doing my nails.
I'm trimming my pubes.
I'm pasting his pubes on his lip to make a mustache.
Oh my God. I'm really proud of myself, guys. I'm really proud of myself. I went this whole episode without mentioning something. I'm pretty
Don't do it. You'll break it. You'll
I'm
break
trying
the
not to.
streak.
trying not to.
All right, well, that's it for this week. Our intro and outro music is Welcome Home by Cambo. Podcrawl music is Snack Mix
think
on
I'm
the
just
chat.
gonna watch
If you like the
the,
show, please rate and review us on iTunes. You
show.
can leave us feedback on our Discord channel at
no, I
smokinganddrinkinginspace.com
started watching the TV show.
/Discord.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
On Twitter at
Well,
@Setus_podcast, or you can
The
email us at
key is you just need to
smokinganddrinkinginspace@outlook.com.
skip forward to all the booby
If you'd
shots.
like to throw a few
Makes it
nickels
so
our
much
way, you
more
can become a
entertaining.
Patreon supporter
Are
by
there
going to
booby shots in this 1973
smokinganddrinkinginspace.com
film?
Probably not.
/Patreon. And make sure to visit Creative Brain
bush
Candy for
shots.
more great shows and other creative works at
They just
creativebraincandy.com.
had
For
big
this week,
Imagine-
I'm
you
Jason.
You could make a beard with the amount of bush that's down there.
I went this whole movie and didn't make the Star Wars connection where E.T. is actually in the Galactic Senate, and then he fucking recognizes Yoda in this movie. I'm so
Why
proud
the-
of myself.
Fuck, did you mention it now?
Because it's the end of the show and everybody stopped listening.
We'll talk to you next week.
Don't get corn on pizza, kids. It's gross.
Yeah, corn on pizza is gross too.
That's what I just said. Don't get corn on pizza. It's gross.
Yeah,
Don't
corn
put
on pizza is
pizza.
Yeah. Corn
Put
chips
corn on
on pizza
pizza
is pretty gross too.
No,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
how
it is.
taco pizza is
Yeah,
made.
no, that taco pizza
sir.
was not
No.
good.
You are wrong in every.
Not wrong.
Rob, taco
Yeah.
pizza is amazing.
Okay.
Thank you.
I won't eat it.
God, fuck you both.
You do you.
Both. Fuck you
You
both. If you like tacos
do you.
and you like pizza, taco pizza is the greatest thing on the planet. If you don't
I
like
like
tacos,
tacos.
and you don't like pizza and
Oh,
you
I
don't
like
like taco
tacos.
pizza,
Man,
you're a
I
fucking
like-
un-American communist.